feeling prepared to cheer on a whole pack of Badgers since early in the morning. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Wisconsin Badgers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Huskers will kick it away to start us off. And he'll bring it back. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Badgers offense will get the first swing of the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, you'll keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. They'll try it over the left side. Turns it on in midfield. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Wisconsin. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cornhuskers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
This just is such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside would be a great matchup.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Getting some heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Using the quick game. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Trying the left side. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Cornhuskers are rolling down the field. To the air, it's Raiola. Quickly complete. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much. All throughout the year, all the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
They're bringing heat. The Huskers will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He'll bring it back. It's Anthony. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the...
Oh, look out, there he goes! And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America. That last play, it's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get into him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
They'll throw it on first down. Finds his big tight end. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Just making life miserable for opposing quarterbacks the way Trev Alberts always did.
Yeah, just finding a guy that can sniff out the quarterback and kind of feel it, have those instincts. You could tell he saw it, went and got it, just like your boy Trev Alberts, Reese.
Quick strike complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And that's a great play call by the offensive coordinator because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Right back to it. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Feeling some... He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. Looking for a block, it's Anthony. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
They'll go right back to him. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll toss it to the left. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. They'll go with the running game on 4th down here. At the 35, he's got room. He's loose. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Badgers!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a thrilling 50-yard run for the touchdown. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency there.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And on 3rd down, he calls his own number. Really nice job by the quarterback, making the decision, being decisive. He does a good job going, getting the first down, a new set of downs for this offense.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been...
Power football with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. To throw, it's Raiola. Pocket starts to collapse. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. And the Huskers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make? Because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. He's going to pass. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Nice read and nice throw. And I know Wisconsin quarterbacks always get the unfair moniker that they're game managers, and it's because they've always been a great rushing offense. Just got to complete a couple throws and keep the offense on schedule. But when you think about the offenses where they've had a difference maker, a guy like Russell Wilson that were able to throw on first down, take shots, just make them so much more explosive. I think this guy has some of those traits too.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Lofts one high and deep. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Scanning the field, it's Luck. Firing to the right, complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field.
He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
That's caught. It's Banks. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Trying to find his man on first down. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Cornhuskers will bring the punt team onto the field. He's got great speed. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah.
He's loose down the left side. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Badger! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll leave it with him. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
The Badgers will kick it off to start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Back to throw, it's Raiola. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Huskers will send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Slips through the line. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Wisconsin. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
After the incompletion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down.
Get set, get set.
Back to the ground game on the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
And in this game, this guy has shown you why he's one of the best in the country. He has so much ability at the running back position. Speed, quickness, the ability to break tackles, unbelievable vision. Already now with 150 yards rushing, the defense has no answer for him. They've got to find a way to slow this guy down.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Toss sweep right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
No doubt offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quickly to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And it's no good. He missed it. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Give to the running back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to run for it. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Huskers will line it up on 1st and 10. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Catch in the middle, it's Nair. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Keep it on the ground. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And those little chunks keep annoying the crud out of you when you're on defense. It's just putting them in easy situations, chewing up 4 to 6 yards at a pop like that, puts you in a bad situation as a defensive coordinator. What do I call? Either way, priority number 1, we got to stop the run.
Now on first down from the 40. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Lining up to convert third down. Back to throw, it's locked. Looking to scramble. On the move, he fires. Lost the defense, he's wide open. Touchdown, Badgers! And the punishment has been extended. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
And they did tack on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to move it through the air. Good timing on the quick out. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Caught close to the marker, it's Nair. Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup. The Cornhuskers are on the move. He wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Here comes the offense on second down. To the air, it's Raiola. He finds his man. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught over the middle, it's Banks. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. The give from the gun. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He wants to throw it. Trying to get to him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him. And they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here late.
Good, solid tackle.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on fourth down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Ball's out. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Offense getting set for 1st down. To the air, it's Raiola. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening.
When you're a defense, you have a choice. Do you play man or do you play zone? They sat back in zone. That might change. They might change their mind and try to switch to man here shortly in the future.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. He's got it. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw it again. It's complete. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. And the Huskers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Snap in the shotgun. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. You want something to be able to feel positive about after this game, and maybe that late touchdown will do it.
And, Reese, I'm positive that stat counts on my stat line. Keep playing. Keep piling up those stats. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much this coaching staff can be happy with.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
From the gun, the running back has it. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
On the double.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.